Hi guys, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. You join me in the tailor-made fitting suite at the Belfry today, and we're going to do a video looking at the depth in the golf swing and explaining what depth is and maybe how it can help you hit some better shots, especially if you're the kind of golfer out there who's struggling with some left to right shots, some fade shots, some slide shots, maybe even some pull shots to the left. So let's talk about what we're going to discuss and then how it's going to help you. We're looking at this end of the golf club here, so the end of the grip. That's what we're looking at, and we're looking at how it moves through the backswing and how much depth we create. Very simply, depth in this video, is the way we're going to term it, is how much this grip moves inwards in the backswing. Okay, so as you can see from a setup there, I've put a line on that grip, and you can see that's a vertical line. If I made a golf swing and that grip came inside that line or behind that line, so just an example there, it's not a good golf swing, I know, that is depth. That's the club moving inwards from its starting position. Now we are looking at this very, very much from a 2D perspective. We know that the club is moving towards the camera, and we know it's moving up and that kind of thing, but we're just looking at this depth in the golf swing. So what do we actually want? Well, from a good golf swing, or should I say good backswing, we want that grip to be moving in two directions. We want it to be moving up and in, so a little bit of depth. So if I just demonstrate that for you, and again you can see that line on the grip there, so as in this backswing, the grip is going to stay on that line for a short period of time. It's then going to start to move inside that line, and when I get to the top, it has moved in somewhat from its starting position. Now, lots of golfers out there who are struggling with, as I say, slices, fades, pulls, will have a path, a club path, which is to the left of the target. So when they set up and they're aiming at whatever it may be, the fairway, the green, or whatever it may be, the club is travelling to the left of that target, and that's where a lot of those shots come from. Now, one of the reasons for that could be that they're not generating any depth. So what I see very, very commonly is from here, you can see that line there again, the grip will move out and away. We're using lots of arms, not much body, and we get a lifted position at the top. Okay? Now you can see quite clearly how that's very, very different to the demonstration I did before. I haven't created anywhere near enough depth in this golf swing. From here, as soon as I start to add in some rotation for the downswing, the club's going to get even more out in front of me, and once I'm in that position, I'm struggling to really hit anything other than those shots that we just discussed. So how do we do this? Well, what we want to do initially is get the takeaway correct. I do see lots of golfers who create some depth, but it's following some movement away. So what I mean by that is they'll start here, the grip will move out and away, and then in. So the two sort of cancel themselves out. It went away from it, back in. It hasn't really changed from where it was at the start. So the key thing here is trying to ensure that we get the takeaway nice and neutral this way, so it hasn't moved away. And then as I continue to turn up and set my arms and my forearms and my wrists, the club will get some depth to it, okay? I'm certainly feeling that grip is more outside of my heels. That's a feel for me. I don't want to feel it's sort of over my toe line. I want to try and feel it's more over my heel line. Now, we can't really say everybody's going to be in this positioning, it should move in by this much, or whatever it may be. Everyone's built slightly different. Everyone's got different arm lengths. Everyone's got different heights, all this kind of thing. So there isn't a sort of golden rule that works for everybody. But generally, if you're struggling with left to right shots, slice shots, pull shots, those kind of things, it might be something to have a look at. If we can start to create this position at the top where the club has moved up and in, it's much easier for us to deliver the club to the ball in the fashion that we want to hit the ball flights that we want. Okay, so there isn't really a drill for this. It's an idea just to do some swings using a mirror, a reflection, or even if you've got a camera, you can video it. You know, you can use phones and that kind of thing these days, and have a look at it. See what the grip is doing. Put a little line on the grip and track its movement through the swing. You'll find, many of you will find, it will actually move away from you to begin with, which makes it much more difficult to get it to where we want it. We're going to have some inward movement from here, but I say it's going to be cancelled out by the fact that it's already moved away, so when it does move up, we get to this position here. The other thing you might want to try is just trying to use a little bit more shoulder turn. Okay, if we can actually create some shoulder turns, good shoulder turn, that's going to help that club move inwards more. For those golfers who struggle with this, you'll often find that we're very underturned in the shoulders. If I could get that person to the top and add in some turn, that would create some depth as well. So shoulder turn is really, really key. Try to get at least 90 degrees, get that left shoulder nice into that chin, and that's going to help you achieve some of those positions there. Okay, so let me go ahead and hit one. The camera's not really in the best place to sort of have a look at this, but I'm going to hit one anyway and see what we can see. So I'm going to get a nice starting position. I'm going to focus on that takeaway, making sure the grip doesn't move away, and and I'm going to get the grip working up and in and hopefully hit a little draw. Okay, pretty much as I said, a little bit off the bottom of the club, but the shape was good and it probably wouldn't have cost me much distance. So hopefully that makes sense. It might be an idea for some of you out there to give it a go, or even look at what you're doing. It might throw up a few things that you may need to work on, and if you can improve that, you hopefully will improve the ball flight, and that's kind of what we're after. So thanks for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you've got any comments, please post them down below. I'll do my best to respond to as many as I can. If there's anything you'd like me to do a video on, post those as well down there. It'd be good to get some feedback from you guys. Anything you want discussing or anything you want clearing up, I'm more than happy to do that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. These videos are going up weekly. Different content, different topics, different ideas, different thoughts, explaining different things, and hopefully all just geared around making you play better and enjoy your golf a bit more and hitting some better shots out on the golf course. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.